Hello, I'm Alex.
And I'm Lara.
And this is the Pop Culture Brain Podcast.
Everything you need to know about pop culture.
Not just what's trending. In today's show, is Netflix finally embracing movie theaters? The best sequel of all time? ? And we now have statistical proof that Nepo babies run Hollywood. But first, we have to talk about all of the big announcements from D23, the big Disney fan convention this weekend. Yeah. So Disney holds this big fan convention every year, and it's kind of become their Comic-Con. And like Comic-Con, they have a big showroom. It's actually an arena in Anaheim. And they announce a lot of stuff for the theme parks. They did that on Saturday night this year. And on Friday night, they did all their movie and TV announcements.
Right.
So I'm going to go through them. Oh, you want to hear something interesting, actually, that I learned today on the Disney Dish podcast? Anaheim was founded by German settlers. And so the name Anaheim...
That's why it's so German sounding.
Yes, the name Anaheim, Anna stands for the river. That's right there.
Okay.
And then Heim means home in German. So it's our home by the river.
Home by the river.
It's Spanish and German combined. Interesting, right? I was never knew that. All right, so I'm going to go through all the big pieces of news from D23 that took place in Anaheim, our home by the river, and I want you to give me your rapid reactions.
Okay.
Are you ready? All right,
yes.
Here we go. Number one, we got a teaser for the Bluey movie. It's being done with CG animation, and the release date is August 6, 2027.
Excited.
Nice. Number two, Frozen 3 is coming Thanksgiving 2027. Disney showed an extended clip from the movie, which revealed that Anna and Kristoff are getting married in the film, and that a new female villain with ice powers is coming to Arendelle.
Love.
Also, Olaf is getting a love interest.
Double love.
All right, she's excited. Number three, Zootopia 3 is in the works and will feature birds.
Oh, great.
Number four, Disney Animation announced a new original film called Clay, starring Kieran Culkin. And he plays like an underdog, elfish mentor named Flip, who takes on a newborn ball of clay named Mushi. And he's going to like shape that clay into being a person. But, quote, like all inspiring mentors, Flip runs away in the middle of the night, only to discover that Mushi is inescapable and pure chaos and now out in the wild. Flip must keep Mushi alive on a journey through a fantastical forest.
Something tells me this is going to be a thing that will make me cry eventually.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Number five, Jodie Foster and Walton Goggins are voices in Disney's Hexed, which is coming out this Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Number six, the Simpsons movie sequel is called The New Simpsons Movie.
Okay.
Disney showed a clip of Homer following a wayward foul ball across Springfield. Any thoughts about the new Simpsons movie?
Simpsons aren't really my vibe, but I'm sure people are going to be excited about it.
Number seven, shifting to Pixar. There's like 20 of these, by the way.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
All right.
The Incredibles 3 is releasing on June 16th, 2028.
Great.
Plot details include Mr. Incredible struggling with his longevity, the character Winston Deaver starting a superhero league, and the kids sneaking out at night to be vigilantes.
Yeah, sure.
Number eight, Coco 2 is coming November 2029.
Whoa, that's been a long time between those movies.
It's set a few years after the first movie.
More than a few.
Miguel is now a teenager, and he has a low taper fade haircut.
But will we recuerdame?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. And also it showed Ernesto de la Cruz being back in the movie, and Mama Coco as well. Both of them as skeletons.
Mama Coco is the best.
Number nine, Pixar also announced and released some new footage for a new original movie.
Finally.
It's called Ghost Market, release date spring 2028. And, quote, it's about Kyle, a fast-talking teenager and content creator from Chicago. His life gets turned upside down when his mom forces him to go on vacation to Hawaii. Forces him to go to Hawaii.
Forces him because he's too busy creating content.
Yeah. He stumbles into a mysterious hidden market in the middle of nowhere. He realizes his hunt for a late-night snack has turned into something bigger. He's discovered the crossroads of the living and the dead.
That sounds cool.
Yeah. Sounds a little bit like Coco to me, but
yeah,
we'll see.
For a second, I was like, wait, are we still talking about Coco?
No, we're talking about Ghost Market.
Ghost Market, yeah.
Number 10, now on to Star Wars. They showed the first clip from Starfighter, starring Ryan Gosling. In the footage, Gosling's character, Cade Oberon, confronts a young boy, played by Flynn Gray, about touching his decommissioned Starfighter, which he hails as the fastest ever built.
You said touching his D, and I didn't know where that was going.
Oh boy, it's a family show, everyone. The boy says, "I've never heard of it," referring to the ship, and Cade says there's a reason for that. And then they showed the starfighter speeding across the galaxy in theaters May 28th, 2027.
I don't know. This just seems like another one of these Star Wars movies. Might just be.
Okay.
We'll see.
Number 11, Game of Thrones star Rory McCann is replacing the late Ray Stevenson in Ahsoka Season 2. That means nothing to you.
To me.
They also released a trailer for that second season, which is coming out next year. Number 12, Marvel announcements. Disney released a Doctor Doom-centric second trailer for Avengers Doomsday. Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds, this is number 13. Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds are officially appearing in Doomsday. You don't care at all. For listeners, she's rolling her eyes.
It's just like more of the same.
Yeah.
It's like 15 years of the same content regurgitated. But Go on.
Okay. And number 14, we got a trailer for the upcoming Disney Plus Marvel series Vision Quest, premiering October 14th. And then the big one, number 15, the MCU's X-Men movie is officially coming May 5th, 2028. Here's the cast. Sadie Sink is Jean Grey. Kit Connor is Cyclops. Samara Weaving is Emma Frost. Indy Navarrete is Rogue. Maya Boyd is Storm. Christopher Abbott is Professor X, and Adam Driver will be playing the villain, Mr. Sinister.
This all sounds good to me.
Nice, okay.
This feels like good casting.
Yeah.
And I would be interested in seeing this.
Oh, wow. All right, cool. Because of the cast.
Because of the cast.
Wow.
And because there has been, I feel like, since this announcement came out 3 days ago, whatever.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm hearing it a lot of places. Like, people are really amped,
yes.
and it's already building this momentum that it now feels like a movie to see.
All right, yeah, I'm surprised. I mean, this is like the third X-Men cast, in 25 years.
I know, there've been a million iterations of it.
So I'm surprised to hear that you're interested.
Yeah,
but
if they're really gonna like start anew,
right,
then I'm interested.
That is fascinating because that is exactly what Marvel and Disney want. They are feeling the weight of the quote-unquote Marvel homework, where like the movies are becoming only for fans who have seen everything else.
And if you haven't, like me,
you're left out.
I'm left out, and it's overwhelming, and I'm not going to sit here and watch 24 movies.
Right, and so they're trying to create new entry points for people. So that's fascinating that you're seeing this as a new entry point.
That would be one for me.
Look at that, really good. Okay, now on to the live-action remakes and other random announcements. Only a few more here. Number 16, Jon Favreau has directed a live-action 2D animated hybrid miniseries starring Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. It hits Disney Plus in February of 2027, and they showed some footage from that as well. You don't know who Oswald is?
The Lucky Rabbit is?
Oswald the Lucky Rabbit was the cartoon character that Walt Disney created before Mickey.
Oh, okay. Like old school.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's going to try and zhuzh it up for the modern era.
Right.
Okay.
And the famous story about Oswald is that Walt Disney sold the character to Universal, or like Universal had the rights to the character for like 75 years or whatever.
Yes.
And then not that long ago,
they got it back.
Disney traded Al Michaels, the sports announcer, to Universal for Oswald.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the famous story about it. Okay. And where were we here? Oh, number 17, the Tangled live action remake hits theaters March 31st, 2028.
Excited for this.
Disney gave brief looks at the sets of the movie, as well as Tegan Croft, Milo Manheim, and Kathryn Hahn in costume. Also, Katrina Balfe has joined the cast as Queen Ariana.
Kathryn Hahn is the evil.
Yes, Mother Gothel.
It's such good casting. Okay, go on.
We're down the home stretch here. Number 18, Lilo and Stitch 2 live action is coming summer 2028 and will include Stitch's pink counterpart, Angel. Okay. Number 19, Disney Theatrical is opening a proper stage musical adaptation of The Greatest Showman on London's West End in spring 2027.
I'm here for that.
Nice.
I'm here for that, jumping to Broadway so I can see it.
And finally, number 20, an anime series adaptation of Kingdom Hearts, the very popular video game series, is in the works for Disney Plus and the Disney Channel.
Not a video game gal.
You don't know Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, I don't know it.
But it's very, very popular.
I've heard from you.
All right, those are all the biggest movie and TV announcements from Disney. Yep. I'm surprised by some of the ones that you were interested in.
Yeah.
And otherwise not surprised by the ones you're like, I don't care about this.
I mean, most of the stuff is just regurgitated, but what am I going to tell you?
Yeah. All right, let's move on to our next news story.
Okay.
Is Netflix finally embracing movie theaters? We've got even more evidence that, yes, this might be the case.
Okay.
So first off, do you think that Netflix should be putting its movies in theaters?
I think everything should be going in theaters at this point because people are actually going to the theaters and they're actually making money, and that is a good thing for everybody.
Nice.
My only beef is then, like, what is the point of Netflix if they're using the movie theaters? Like, it's kind of confusing from their own PR and promotional standpoint, but I guess that's not really my personal problem to fix, so whatever.
That's an interesting point. Because previously, Netflix co-CEO Ted Sarandos has said that the movie theaters are outdated and that, like, they're not a part of their business model and we don't need them.
I think he's realizing right now that he was wrong.
Right. And the company so far has not shown much real interest in doing actual theatrical releases for its movies.
Yeah.
Previously, they had done like limited engagements for Oscar qualifications.
Yeah.
Because to be nominated for Best Picture, you need to show in a movie theater for like a week or whatever.
Yeah.
And they've also done fan events like releasing the Stranger Things series finale in theaters last year, and also K-pop Demon Hunters.
Yep.
They released for like 2 weekends in limited theaters. But now we have 4 recent examples that Netflix could be changing its tune about movie theaters. 1, the company is giving Greta Gerwig's Chronicles of Narnia movie, The Magician's Nephew, a full theatrical release. It will first open in IMAX and traditional theaters nationwide on February 12th, 2027. And then it will come to Netflix 51 days later on April 2nd, 2027. Mm-hmm. So that's a big theatrical window and release. Example number 2, David Fincher and Quentin Tarantino's Cliff Booth movie is getting a 2-week run on IMAX screens.
Okay, I was wondering about this.
Yep. Oh, I did not list the date, but I believe it's around Thanksgiving.
Later this year. And have they still not released the name of the movie yet?
Correct. The official title has not been released. That's why I'm just calling it the Cliff Booth movie.
Very odd, right?
Yeah. So, there's some other odd things about it that I've written down here that I'm going to get to. So it's around Thanksgiving when it's going to be in IMAX, and then it's going to premiere on Netflix on December 23rd, 2026, hitting that Christmas release.
Sure.
But here's the thing. There are now rumors that the movie is undergoing reshoots, and it might not actually be ready in time for those release dates. So there is a bit of ness up in the air about this one.
Yeah.
What I had heard from, it was Jeff Snyder's podcast, is that, so this is just rumor, is that Fincher isn't happy with the movie and that they're trying to fix it. But this is also a part of his regular process that apparently he like hates his movies whenever he's editing them. So we'll an
artist, a true artist.
But it's like if they're doing reshoots now in August,
what are we doing?
Or if they just did them and the movie's supposed to come out in November and it's going to have like visual effects that need to be involved and everything, like this is coming down to the wire for them, and it's a little bit surprising that we haven't seen like any more marketing materials or even a title.
We don't even know the name of this movie
since that random Super Bowl commercial.
Very odd. It's hard for me to believe that this movie is even going to come out at the end of this year.
Right. Yeah. All right, and so then here's the new news. That's old news. Example number 3, La Bola Negra is getting a 47-day theatrical release starting October 16th. So this is Netflix's big award season play.
Yep.
The streamer acquired the Spanish language drama after it got big buzz at Cannes.
Yeah.
And then it's going to start streaming on December 2nd. So this is not just an award season 1-week run. They're giving it a 47-day
awards.
Yeah. And then finally, example number 4, Netflix's upcoming animated sequel to Willy Wonka called Charlie versus the Chocolate Factory is getting a wide theatrical release November 5th, 2027, before hitting the streaming service December 22nd, 2027.
Okay.
So what they seem to be doing here is realizing, if we put a movie in theaters on Thanksgiving, it's then going to do big on streaming on Christmas.
Right.
And so essentially, like the theatrical release is basically marketing for the streaming release.
Yeah. And then they're making all that bonus money with having an actual theatrical release, which I'm sure earns them more money than to release it on the app.
Yeah. Theoretically, box office is fickle.
Sure.
But yes, it could be a revenue driver as well. Mm-hmm. And so I think just what is happening in general is that people are seeing streaming movies as how people used to see TV movies, where they weren't real movies, right?
Yeah.
And it's just like, that's just a streaming thing. Who cares about that? It's not real. Or like, people are watching them.
And let me say this, especially when it comes to a Netflix one.
Yeah.
Because the Netflix ones tend to be like a worse caliber, worse quality movie.
Right. And
especially like the rom-coms, like they're kind of like the joke versions of
right. It's like
what you want to see.
It's like the old like B movies or like straight to DVD sequels and stuff. That's what it's like, right?
A straight to DVD.
And when you see a movie in theaters like The Odyssey or Spider-Man Brand New Day, like that's a real movie.
Yeah.
You know? And I think that Netflix and Amazon especially, and Apple to a lesser extent, they're starting to realize, theaters help legitimize the product in its second window on streaming.
Yes.
And so I wouldn't be surprised to see more Netflix movies coming to theaters in the future.
I wonder if you've heard about this story. A movie poster has haunted Ryan Gosling for 10 years, and now it's finally been fixed. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I do. This is a good one because I didn't make a video about this, but it was definitely trending, and it's kind of funny.
It's a very funny story.
Yeah, it's funny.
So you obviously know. I was going to say, do you know, can you think of like what movies Ryan Gosling might have made 10 years ago that this would be referencing? But you know.
La La Land.
La La Land. So Ryan Gosling did an interview recently with the Wall Street Journal. This interview went really viral, where he explains that he hates the La La Land movie poster. And it's all because of his hand.
Should we do a demonstration?
Okay. It's like this.
It's like this. And he's not pointing his hand. His hand is limp.
Yeah, for the listener, right. His hand is limp. Instead of his arm, wrist, and hand being all in one straight line as he's well, let's backtrack a second. Okay. You're like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
The movie poster is him and Emma Stone dancing in the like iconic scene of them dancing in the Hollywood Hills together, where she's in that like yellow dress, right? And they're having this like jazzy dance up there. It's this iconic shot. It's gorgeous, but he can't stand his hand in the photo because his hand is up in the air, and it should be in a straight line, hand, wrist, arm.
Right.
But instead, he bends his wrist.
His hand, so it's not symmetrical.
And so it's not in a perfect line. And he thought that it would look like so cool, like edgy and cool.
Oh, he did it on purpose.
He did it on purpose. This was a choice.
This I didn't know.
Yeah.
I thought it was just a mistake.
No. So this was an active choice that he made because he thought it would like look cool. And his whole character in that movie is supposed to be this like cool, jazzy guy, right? He even said, quote, "Everyone told me it wasn't cool. I was sure it was cooler, and now when I look at it and I have to see it all the time, you know, it would have been cooler." And in the video, he goes like this, meaning straightening the damn hand.
Right.
And so he jokingly called it the La La hand.
Okay.
Or hamburger hands.
Hamburger hands.
I forget where that came from, but it's kind of explained in the video. According to the Hollywood Reporter now and the New York Times, Lionsgate fixed Ryan Gosling's hand with a new poster. And the reason they did it now is because they're celebrating the 10-year anniversary of the movie. It's going to be it's actually in Dolby Cinema at AMC theaters this week for the anniversary re-release.
Though the movie came out in the fall. I'm planning to do like one of my history videos on it.
Yeah.
And I've been checking recently, and it wasn't a summer release. It came out in the fall for the actual 10 years, but I guess they just made sense for the schedule to do it now.
The week of August 16th. So it's in theaters now. And apparently there's also a La La Land musical in development for Broadway.
I think that's been around for a while, and there's not much movement on it right now. Though, did you see what musical is coming to Broadway based on a movie?
Yes, 10 Things I Hate About You.
Yes.
Oh my
10
God.
Things I Hate About You with music by Carly Rae Jepsen.
And written by Lena Dunham.
Yeah, the book is by Lena Dunham. Coming to the 2020, not this season, but I think next season.
It's going to be 27-28 season.
Though Broadway's so fucked right now. I'm surprised anything is announcing openings for Broadway because the financials are such a mess.
Who cares? I'm going to see it.
Just the billionaires who are investing, I guess.
I know. I understand. But like, I saw that headline today and I thought, these are all the things I could want in one sentence. Carly Rae Jepsen, Lena Dunham, 10 Things I Hate About You, Broadway. I was like, sign me up, buy my ticket, take my money.
I'm back in the game.
And I'm back in the game.
Okay. Yeah, this La La Land poster news was funny, and it's good that they fixed it.
It's just funny because I didn't know this, that viral clip of him from the Wall Street Journal, I thought it was like really recent. I actually think it was like from a couple of years ago, like 2024.
Oh yeah, it's been on his mind.
And so like they like saw that and were like, we're gonna make this change so that like poor Ryan Gosling Poor privileged Ryan Gosling.
I think he's fine.
Doesn't have to. I know that's the sarcasm in my voice.
Yeah.
Poor Ryan Gosling doesn't have to live in anxiety anymore over seeing his limp hand in the movie poster.
Okay, let's move on. Okay, you are not going to believe Indiewire's pick for the best sequel of all time, even after I tell you what it is.
Okay.
Okay, so off the top of your head, if you can, what are some of your favorite sequels?
I've got 3 immediately.
Really? Okay, great.
Empire Strikes Back.
Yep.
Home Alone 2.
Oh, good one.
In Manhattan is the best. And Indiana Jones Temple of Doom.
Nice. For my hot take last week.
Yeah.
My favorites also, I wrote The Empire Strikes Back, Spider-Man 2, and Mad Max Fury Road.
Sure.
Now, those are just my favorites. I wouldn't say those are the best. If I had to name, like, the best, it's probably Godfather Part 2, right?
Oh, right. Yeah.
Anyway, the entertainment news site Indiewire just named the 100 best movie sequels ever made. And often with these lists, the websites are making them to, like, rage bait people, essentially.
Sure.
They intentionally put in some weird choices to, like, get people angry and drive engagement. And I think that's kind of exactly what happened here.
Oh, I don't like that.
Yeah, so let's just go through it. First of all, IndieWire had a lot of good movies outside the top 10. Lord of the Rings: Return of the King was 22, Spider-Man 2 was 21, Terminator 2 was 15, Before Sunset 13, and Empire Strikes Back was 12.
What?
I know. Okay, and so here's their
People
top.
are obsessed with Empire Strikes Back.
I know.
Okay.
To me, if I was making the list, it would be number 2. Okay, so here's their top 10. At 10 was Aliens.
Okay.
9 is Paddington 2. No problem so far.
Sure.
Number 8 is Joshua Oppenheimer's 2014 documentary, The Look of Silence, about the Indonesian mass killings of 1965. It's a sequel to his 2012 doc, The Act of Killing.
No one has seen this.
Number 7 is Mad Max Fury Road.
Okay.
All right. Number 6 is Through the Olive Trees. Number 5 is Dawn of the Dead by George Romero. Number 4 is The World of Apu, the 1959 Indian film by Satyajit Ray. Number 3 is 2046, director Wong Kar-wai's romantic drama sequel to Days of Being Will and In the Mood for Love. Number 2 is The Godfather Part 2. Okay. And number 1, IndieWire's best sequel ever is Magic Mike XXL.
Shut up.
From 2015.
Shut up.
I told you.
No
Yes.
way.
That's what they put as the best sequel ever. Magic Mike XXL. And so, like, this.
What is the criteria for this?
I don't know. And, like, this has to be trolling, right?
Yeah.
Like just to get people riled up. Like, of course, we're talking about it, because they did it. So here's how their writers, I think it was their film critic, justified picking Magic Mike 2. Less of a semi-grounded drama than it is a Busby Berkeley musical in a banana hammocks. Gregory Jacobs' euphoric sequel took all the original film's underlying seriousness and gyrated it into a fine powder.
Stop it.
Something lighter than popcorn, but ineffably proud in its esprit de corps. XXL gradually swells into the single most ecstatic film of its decade as it moves from one unforgettable dance number to the next. The movie is boldly absent any narrative conflict or actual stakes, but it's glistening with a wistful sense of finality all the while. Its boundless charms bundled up in a package of uncut joy.
Oh my God. It looks like they just wanted an excuse to use euphemisms in any sentence. That's
just to do
it.
a bunch of double
They're
entendres.
like, let's see how we can use the word dripping, swelling, package, and write a critique. What the hell?
I know. So, send your letters to IndieWire about Magic Mike XXL being the best sequel of all time.
That is out of control.
Isn't that funny? I mean,
did you see the first one?
No, I've never seen the Magic Mike movies.
Oh my God.
Don't at me. Are people going to be mad? How dare you? You talk about movies. How dare you never see Magic Mike?
Oh my God. No, I saw the first one. I don't think I ever saw the second one, but I will say anecdotally, this. People I have heard say like they love the second one, but it still seems so silly that this
Over
would
Godfather Part 2.
And Empire Strikes Back. So what are we talking about?
So you just have to assume that they're clearly trying to bait people, and we've taken the bait by making this video. But also, that's like really outrageous rage bait. Like at least try and be, put Magic Mike XXL at number 5. Do you really have to like be that aggressive with trying to like get angry and be different? I don't know.
You're so mad.
I'm not mad. I just think it's funny.
I'm more more surprised by, I think, some of the other things on this list,
Well,
like movies I've never heard of.
Well, in Indiewire's defense, indie is in their title, and they do focus on a lot of like the indie film
Lesser,
world,
yeah.
and so I'm not
Scene
surprised to
movies.
see to see
Like documentaries.
Josh Oppenheimer's documentary Look of Silence, or Through the Olive Trees, The World of Apu. I wasn't surprised to see like some
Okay.
more obscure picks from them. But Magic Mike XXL is not an indie obscure pick to be number one.
So strange on this
Yeah,
list.
told you. Big
Yeah.
twist, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's move on. Okay, we now have statistical proof that Nepo babies run Hollywood.
I want to know the stats.
Yeah, I'm going to give it to you. So Hollywood gets a lot of shit for being heavy on nepotism. People are always complaining when the children of famous actors, directors, producers, and musicians take the spotlight or just find an easy path to stardom and success just because they're Nepo babies. But are Nepo babies really an issue in Hollywood? Let's look at the numbers.
Okay.
Let's take a look at the numbers.
Okay, what are you, Terry Gross? That's really weird.
Yeah, this is my investigative NPR voice. Film industry data analyst Stephen Follows decided to crunch the numbers, and so he looked at the top 100 movies from the year 2000 to 2025, and he counted when a director, writer, or one of the top 3 actors in the movie had at least one family member already working in the industry.
Okay.
And Follows found that 70% of the movies had at least one Nepo baby at the top in that group.
Wow.
70%, pretty wild, right?
Yeah.
He also learned that family ties bring success at a younger age, quote, with a first feature at age 33 rather than 35, and they get up the ladder faster, 8 years to a top film instead of 10.
Yeah.
So that was for directors. And people with family connections in the sector have more second features and more films per career.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. He said, quote, family gets you in and keeps you in the game.
Right.
Follows also found that film school helps directors break out, and so does working with experienced producers. So if your first movie was made with like a producer who's had a lot of experience, you're more likely to make more movies.
Yeah, sure.
And then that film school thing I thought was really interesting. He found that people who went to film school also found more once they got a foot in the door, they
Then
found
they were
more long-term
kind of good.
success.
Yeah.
And if you ask me, I went to film school, and if you came to me and was like, what is film school worth it if you want to break out in Hollywood, I would say no. But apparently for the top people, I guess it helps to have gone to film school.
It's interesting because the Nepo babies always get a lot of flack. People like to shit all over the concept of it. But you've mentioned this before, and I think you're totally right, that they don't just exist in Hollywood. They exist everywhere. Yeah. Like literally there is a teacher at our son's daycare whose daughter then became a teacher at our son's daycare. And now mom and daughter both work at the daycare together.
Yeah,
like this
that's
happens
a Nepo situation.
Everywhere,
Nepotism.
in every industry, all over the place. And so it's funny that people like to shit on this specifically, but like it truly happens everywhere. I also know a lot of, I work in local TV news. I know a lot of people who's like, their dad was an anchor and then they become an anchor and then they're, on and on and on and on and on. So it's just everywhere.
Yeah. And it's a thing of like, if you see it in the generation before you or someone else who's done it, then like you realize that it is possible.
Right.
And yes, there are.
And it doesn't seem so far-fetched.
And the people who are, and the very powerful people can make phone calls and open doors as well. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's a thing. I get why it irks people.
Yeah.
But I also get why it exists.
Yeah.
Yeah. 70% of the top 100.
Crazy.
I know. Okay, we're going to move on to our list game now. We need a better name for this than list game.
Yeah.
I don't know what it would be, but let's think about it.
All right.
Here we go.
Can you name Zendaya's top grossing movies? Her top 10 grossing movies. These are worldwide numbers.
Okay.
At 9 and 10, you're going to be hard-pressed to guess.
Okay. All right. The Odyssey.
The Odyssey is number 3
Okay.
at $1.129 billion.
Spider-Man Brand New Day.
Number 1
Okay.
at $2.022 billion.
Spider-Man No Way Home.
Number 2
Okay.
at $1.92 billion. So you've got 1, 2, and 3.
Spider-Man Far From Home.
Yes. Number 4, $1.133 billion.
Okay, I'm doing good so far.
Mm-hmm.
Spider-Man Homecoming.
Number 5,
I swear, I'm doing good. This is the best I've done yet on one of
It
these.
really is. 880 million. So you've got the top 5.
Okay. What's the other Spider-Man am I missing? Or did I name them all?
You named them all.
I named all the
You
Spider-Mans.
named 4 Spider-Man movies.
Oh, no. Okay.
The 4 Spider-Man movies are in the top 5, plus the Odyssey.
Plus the Odyssey.
So now I've got to think of other Zendaya movies.
Challengers.
Not on the list. It would be number 12.
The drama.
Also not on the list. It would be number 11.
Oh, no. I'm sure people are shouting at their devices right now. What was the one where it was animated and she was Michi? Is it called?
I cannot believe
Well, the reason I know that Zendaya is Michi was like a famous meme.
Oh.
And is it called Bigfoot or Yeti or the Snowman?
Smallfoot.
Smallfoot. Okay.
Smallfoot.
Wow. I cannot.
Really good job.
Thanks.
That was number 9. It made $214 million.
Zendaya is Michi.
Zendaya is Michi.
Everybody knows Zendaya is
I'm
Michi.
impressed. Holy shit. Wow.
Okay. Now I really got.
Now when you realize what the other movies are that are on this list, you're gonna be like, how did I think of Smallfoot before I thought of these other movies?
Because Zendaya is Michi. Okay, I gotta think now really hard about this. Like nothing is coming to mind. Ugh.
Dude.
I know. Can you? Okay, I need hints. I don't know. Nothing else is coming to mind. I can't. What? Don't make faces at me.
Another one of these movies is coming out this year.
Another one of these movies. Oh, Dune.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Jesus. Okay. Yeah, that's what people were shouting at their
people
their
are
things.
screaming
Thank you
Dune.
thank you for the hint. Dune. He has a movie podcast and he can't
think
remember
of
Dune. Sometimes you just with these guessing games you just get a mental block.
Yeah.
Okay. Dune Part 1.
Dune Part 1 is number 8. It made $411 million.
And Dune Part 2
is number 6. It made $715 million. So you still need number 7 and number 10.
I'm honestly like drawing a blank on the rest of her resume. It's real. It's like I'm thinking about like her like Disney Channel TV shows.
Yeah.
And having a very hard time remembering what other movies she was in.
Okay, so one of them is a musical, and it was like...
Oh, The Greatest Showman.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for guessing, finally. $471 million, that was number 7. So you still need number 10.
Number 10, is it animated?
I think the correct answer is like partially animated.
Partially animated?
I think that's the correct answer.
Was she in Mary Poppins Returns?
No. I think that's the correct answer, and if I'm wrong, we determine this later, then my bad.
I need another hint. Don't at me, everyone. I'm sorry.
It was a sequel from a movie that came out way long before the sequel.
Yeah. Mary Poppins Returns. No, it's like a big time legacy sequel, and it's partially animated.
In fact, legacy is in the title.
Legacy is in the title.
After the colon, and you know how I love a good colon.
You hate colons.
Both movies.
Yeah.
Starred a big time basketball player.
Oh, Space Jam: New Legacy.
Yes.
I did not know she was in that, and you're right. It is partially animated. What was the box office?
Box office was $164 million.
Huh? Who knew?
For Space Jam. Now,
I did not see that.
Just for
Space
reference,
Jam sequel.
For reference, that was $164 million. That was 10. And you did guess the drama and Challengers. The drama made $132 million, and Challengers made $96 million.
Nice. Good one. All right.
Yeah.
Zendaya, she's having a big year.
Yep.
Dune Part 3, probably going to end up on this list.
On this list, yeah.
For sure.
I think Space Jam is going to fall off of this list.
Probably. All right. So, yeah. Zendaya is Michi.
Zendaya is Michi.
All right, you ready to do my timer for my hot take?
Yes.
Moving on to our hot takes now.
Takes.
This hot take is specifically for the movie studios and their marketing departments.
Your pop culture hot take, you've got 1 minute, starts right now.
If you're going to show a movie trailer at a convention, just release it online also. Disney held D23 this weekend, and they showed a lot of new footage and little teasers for many of their upcoming movies, including like a 3-minute reel from Frozen 3. And some of the trailers that they showed, Disney also uploaded in HD to its YouTube page, but many of them it didn't. But it allowed everyone in the room to take shitty videos of the video being projected on the stage and then post those videos online.
30 seconds.
And look, I get why Disney did this. All those social clips put up by the fans could potentially travel farther than Disney's own uploads. But I'm just like, why not do both? Then you have a nice, clean, legible version of your trailer on your corporate pages that you control, as well as all those fans uploading their videos to be first. I don't think it helps Frozen 3
seconds.
that the only way to watch that clip is through someone's poor quality recording from thousands of feet away. So if you're going to allow people who weren't in the room to see this stuff, at least present it well also.
And
Done.
there's your minute.
1 minute.
There's your minute.
I don't know, maybe I'm just bitter that I wasn't there and all these other people were getting millions of views on the Disney trailers that they got to see in the room.
No, but it does make sense that it's like, we've got this new trailer, but nobody can see it unless you were in this room.
No,
Like,
but that's not the thing.
Well,
if that was the case, I respect, at Comic-Con, that's the rule, where they show a trailer and you're not allowed to record it.
I agree with you, but I see what you're saying is that like they're available, but it's like shitty quality and you're watching it like grainy off of someone's phone, off of a screen.
Right.
Yeah. Zoomed in.
So to me, I'm just like, pick a lane. Either be like San Diego Comic-Con and don't let people record, or do let people record and also upload them with a nice, clean, high-def version to your pages.
Right.
It's like those clips aren't exclusive if everyone's just allowed to record them and upload them. Mm-hmm. But I was arguing with my brother Ben about this over the weekend, and he was saying, well, think of all of the free press that they're getting from all the people in the thousands of people in that room who are all recording it and trying to be first to publish it online. And so I get it. It just frustrates me because I want to see like a nice, clean version of it. Yeah. Okay, moving on to your hot take.
Yeah.
You have the timer up. Lara's pop culture hot take, and she's got a spicy one this week for the haters. Starts right now.
People are allowed to have holes in their movie knowledge. Last week on the podcast, in some of our clips, I mentioned that I hadn't yet seen Interstellar. And the way that people leapt and jumped down my throats was beyond. Now, let me say this. I love Christopher Nolan. I've seen most of his other movies. Yeah. I've seen Inception. I've seen Dunkirk. Like, I've seen pretty much everything else. Mm-hmm. I'm allowed to have one hole, and most people do. Here's the thing.
30 seconds.
Every single person who jumped down my throat over not having seen Interstellar probably has some huge movie that they somehow missed over the years. Yep. I have coworkers that haven't seen Titanic. I have coworkers that haven't seen Inception. I have coworkers that haven't seen Jaws. I have coworkers that haven't seen Schindler's List, that haven't seen Spaceballs. I mean, there are tons and tons and tons of movies from tons and tons of decades worth of incredible directors. It's hard to see everything, and it takes time, and sometimes you're just gonna miss one, and you'll get to it when you do.
Exactly.
But we're all in that together. Like, everybody has those movies on their list.
Right.
And so it's so silly to jump down someone's throat about not having seen something when I'm sure you have something on your list that you are like, I cannot believe I haven't seen this movie.
And the argument that those commenters would make is, we're hosting a movie pop culture podcast, and we have a page. Exactly. And I think it's brave of you to even admit that you hadn't seen Interstellar. But also, Interstellar is such a stupid one to get mad about.
Yeah.
It's become in the last 10 years, it's become like this classic. Yeah. But it's not on the level. Young people, like Gen Z movie fans really cherish it, right? And I think that those were the people that might have been mad at you for having not seen it. But in the grand scheme of things, it is not one of the at least I don't think one of the most epic, most important, best movies ever. Yeah. It's a very, very good movie. Yeah. But you named a bunch of them, maybe not Spaceballs, but you named a bunch of them that are way more important that I bet people have, some people have not seen. Yeah. And that is okay. We don't need to attack people for having not seen a movie. And even if you are hosting a movie podcast.
Yeah. I was also thinking about I was trying to think of like, what was I doing in 2014? That's when the movie came out.
Yeah, getting laid.
What?
Going out and partying.
Oh, okay. So
That's what.
I was kind of thinking of like, what was I doing in 2014? So that was 12 years ago. And yeah, like I was like going out and partying in my 20s.
You had a life.
And I also had like a sick dad, and there was like a lot of stuff going on.
You see, I thought it was going to be funny, and now you kind of... No, I'm just kidding.
I'm just saying, like, you know, and at that time I was in a phase where I was starting to see all the Oscar movies with you. And I don't remember, I'd have to look up like what it was nominated for, but I just somehow missed that one. But I'm sure I saw like a ton of the other movies that came out that year. So.
I think it's fine. I think there was one nice comment on this topic where someone asked what your genres were, right? Because, you know, everyone has their own personal tastes as well.
And for the record, I actually fucking love space movies, and that's just like the one that I missed.
Yeah.
I've gone back and seen Gravity and all these other ones that I had also missed, and Arrival, which is so great. But yeah.
So it is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't add us.
And guess what? I'm going to watch it this week, and I'll report back on the pod next week.
See, everybody, you bullied her into doing it.
Yeah, I'm going to watch it tomorrow night.
Yep. I, too, there's many movies I haven't seen as well.
Can you admit one?
I'm not going to tell you what they are.
Oh. Let me confirm. There are a lot that he hasn't seen.
It
just happens.
It happens, you know. And we can't all be Sean Fennessy and see and recall every movie that's existed,
which is amazing.
All right, moving on to what we have watched.
Yes,
there you go. And now finally, we made it to our last segment for the show today, and it's what we're watching, what we're reading, what we're putting into our eyes, ears, and brains.
Yes. So, just so people are aware, I watched 2 movies this week, so suck it. We watched we watched The Invite. Which was baller.
Yes.
It's so good.
Mm-hmm.
It's easily one of my favorite movies of the year, I would say.
Yep. Olivia Wilde directed.
Yep.
And stars alongside Seth Rogen,
Ed Norton, and Penelope Cruz.
Yep.
You know, it's a relationship story. It's not, I wouldn't say it's like a romance film, but it's a relationship story about 2 couples that get together for dinner. They live in neighboring apartments. They get together for dinner, and hilarity and awkwardness and craziness ensues, and it's chaotic and it's funny, and then it gets also very real and intense, and it's got all of the things that I really love in a movie, which is that it like really makes you feel something when you're watching it.
Yeah.
And it does a really great job of telling like some true character stories and a lot of character development and building, and that's what I appreciate most when I watch a movie.
Yeah, for being 4 people in one apartment, it's really dynamic and watchable.
Yeah.
So yeah, hats off to her. Really solid.
It could have felt like a play, and it somehow doesn't, because it's the script is just so tight and perfect, and it keeps moving, and you forget that you're in this one apartment the entire time. Yeah. It's amazing.
Yep. And then we watched
Gail Daughtry and the Celebrity Sex Pass.
Directed by David Wayne, written by Wayne and Ken Marino. In case you don't know, David Wayne made Wet Hot American Summer, so it's a lot of the people behind that.
Yeah.
And it's a very wacky, silly comedy.
But it was just so silly and so wacky. Like, I enjoyed it. I laughed. I did like the kind of play on The Wizard of Oz that they do throughout the movie thematically.
It's got like a big homage riff on The Wizard of Oz.
That was like fun as an Easter egg thing to kind of pick out. But beyond that, I just was like, this is kind of dumb.
I loved it. I'm obsessed with this movie. I thought it was so funny and so silly, and really reminded me of not only like David Wayne and their the State and their classic movies, but also great surreal road trip comedy movies from the 2000s, like Harold and Kumar and Road Trip and The Hangover and Superbad and Booksmart, and just like a little bit more surreal than some of the ones I just named, but like it was Gail Daughtry. It was so funny. It was just so funny, and there were such great cameos, and the whole cast, the actors were all perfect, like just delightful. If you like any of the things that I named, I think you should check it out, because it was really, really funny and fun.
Yeah. It's fine.
Different tastes, I guess.
Different tastes.
And then
Different
and
tastes.
then we watched one more thing together.
We watched Lanterns.
Lanterns, yes, the new DC comic book TV show adaptation on HBO, and it's about the Green Lanterns comic book characters Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart, no relation to The Daily Show Jon Stewart, starring Kyle Chandler and Aaron Pierre. And it's created by, let's see if I can remember all their names, Chris Mundy, Tom King, and Damon Lindelof, most importantly.
Yeah, and I will say that we were just talking before about entry points to whatever superhero. We were specifically talking about Marvel,
superhero universes.
In this case, it's DC. I didn't know anything about it, but literally, you told me Kyle Chandler and Damon Lindelof, and I was like, I'm in. And then I really enjoyed it, and I agree with you. We were talking about it last night that we both, because of the Damon Lindelof of it all, were waiting for it to get a little bit weirder.
Yeah.
And it didn't. But I think the pilot was really just kind of a scene setter.
For sure.
And then when it was showing the attractions for the rest of the season, it did feel like, oh, we're going to get some weird shit.
Yeah.
And I'm excited for that.
Yeah, because Lindelof did, he did Lost, The Watchmen, The Leftovers,
Yep.
like some Mrs. Davis, some really like bold, surreal TV shows that are just excellent, like the best. And this felt a little bit just like a pretty rote mystery cop show with some superhero stuff thrown in, and so I am hoping that it builds a little bit in its mystery surrealness. But
Kyle
so far,
Chandler is amazing,
yeah,
and Aaron Pierre was really great too.
Yeah, other great casting too. Kelly MacDonald and Garrett Dillahunt and Jason Ritter, interesting cast. Chris Coy was in the first episode. Yeah, he was really good, and it also I enjoyed its like snarky sense of humor as well. Like it was like surprisingly funny. So yeah, it's what's cool about it. It does feel like an entry point for people who might not love superhero content because they are taking a grounded approach with it so far.
It was very grounded,
and it's like got the dressing of like a detective, like a true detective style detective series.
It's like 20 minutes into the episode before you see somebody flying, and it's like, oh yeah.
So the Lanterns, I give it a recommendation. I'm excited to watch the whole season. And then the other thing I watched something without you was Teenage Sex and Death at Camp Miasma, written and directed by Jane Schoenbrunn, who did I Saw the TV Glow, starring Gillian Anderson and Hannah Einbinder.
That's right.
And it is a meta breakdown, send-up exploration of slasher movies from the 80s and 90s, like Halloween and Friday the 13th movies, specifically like the Friday the 13th Jason movies. It's like specifically referencing those. And basically Hannah Einbinder is a filmmaker who's been hired by the movie studio to reboot a fictional slasher franchise. And she goes to meet the actress who starred in the first movie, who was like the final girl in the first movie, played by Gillian Anderson. And what's wild about it is it's not really a horror movie. Like,
would I be able to watch it?
Maybe. You might find it very strange.
Okay.
It's experimental. And Jane Schoenbrunn does a lot of like genre mashups, like weird surreal segments. It's kind of like David Lynchian in times, but it's not super scary, and it was more kind of like sweet. Like the theme of the movie ended up being about Hannah Einbinder exploring like her sexual repression and how that's like connected to her fandom for these movies, and like trying to almost like get over that. Like there's like this big extended metaphor for like sex and orgasms. All right. So yeah, very, very cool, interesting movie. And what else did I write about it? A striking and overloaded Lynchian send-up of slashers with dozens of bold visuals and ideas. This is what I wrote down in my notes. A dynamite Gillian Anderson performance. She's really, really good. But like I Saw the TV Glow, I thought that it had a lot of ideas, but it doesn't all hang together. But if you like cool, experimental, different movies that are examining sex and queerness and culture and subcultures, worth checking out.
Okay.
Pretty cool. Yep. That's our show. Woo-hoo. We did it. Woohoo! Good one today.
Check us out on all platforms.
Yes, I'm Pop Culture Brain everywhere.
And I'm Lighten Up with Lara on Instagram and Lara.Brain on TikTok.
And subscribe on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, Pocket Casts, wherever you get your podcast.
Leave
subscribe.
us comments, likes.
And a rating. And
And
come back next week for another one. And thanks so much.
I love you.
I love you too.
Bye.
Bye.